Yes, yes, sir.
Fine. So now, so whenever we'll start this app, few of the questions that we need to ask and understand. Okay.
Okay,
So
okay.
let's say I'm asking you to develop this application. What you will ask first thing is, do we want offline storage here? Okay.
Mm,
So do you want? I'll say yes. Definitely, we want offline storage here. So we want core data. Okay, for offline storage.
okay.
Okay, so first thing is core data. Second thing is, you need to understand that this is a grouped table view with a couple of sections.
Mm,
Okay, so we have to do in progress and completed three sections. So if there is an in progress task, if I'm going here and marking it completed, and when I'm coming back here, this task should be completed, should be marked, should come under completed.
okay.
Okay, so this is a requirement. And then from the UI side, all medium should have this image, medium should be written here, and this should be the icon color. That is my theme of a priority. Okay,
Okay.
so then we have this requirement, and then here this is the date picker, and then here instead of buttons we'll use a segmented control, and then we'll press done, and then yes. So on at the top level, this is what we have.
Okay.
Okay, now let's get started. I will create an app. Let's okay, file new app. I'll say priority. I'll save it inside Babu folder. Okay, so this is your folder. I'll delete the zip. Inside Babu priority app will delete, and this is your Giggle and I sent you the Giggle and Shower application, no?
Mm-mm.
You got it? Okay, fine. Okay, so this is our screen. So we'll take one by one. Okay, so we'll delete this
Okay.
first. Okay, first we'll only complete this part.
Okay.
Okay, first for this part we need a table view, and then we need a custom cell, and we need to design like this.
Mm.
Correct? So, but
Correct.
for that we need some images and some colors. So let me take a few images and colors. uh, Inside assets, inside this one, let me move this here. Color H is missing. Okay, so we have these three colors for high, low and medium, and we have these three letters for high, low and medium. Okay, and then we have this icon. Fine.
Yeah, okay.
Fine. Now we'll go back to our main.storyboard. This will be our first screen designing. So first thing first, let's set a background color. We'll remove all of this and we'll only focus on the UI. First, let's set the background color. Background color is, I think, yes, it is this. And then we have here one priority and one this thing. So let's create a. So what should we add here, Babu? We need a priority and we need a button here. What we should add here?
Title and then
Button. So should we add a title and a button here, or we should, or is do we have any other option in your projects? How will you manage this?
this plus button, huh?
Yeah, plus button and this title. If we need this, are you suggesting to have one label here for priority?
No, navigation bar we
Correct,
can give
correct,
that.
correct. Absolutely. So here we need a navigation bar. For navigation bar, and we also know that our this screen will go to some other screen, right? So we'll
Yeah,
put it inside a navigation controller so that we can use the navigation bar.
yeah. Okay.
Okay, you are right. So we will select this and then we'll put editor embed in navigation controller. Okay. Now we are getting this title here. Just one
Yeah.
second. Hello?
Yes,
Yeah,
hello.
sorry. So we have title here. What is the title? Well, let's set the title.
Prayer.
Priority.
Yeah.
Okay. So here we will select. I'm sorry. Priority PR. Okay. So this is done. Priority. And then we have a plus button here. So for plus button, what we should do, Babu?
One button.
Button or anything else we have?
Uh,
Should we take a button or something else?
Bar
um,
button item.
Yeah, bar button item. Fine.
yeah.
So let's add a bar button item and then we don't need any title. We have add and see we have a default add button here.
Yeah.
Fine. Okay, so this is done. And then we have what next? We have a table view. So let's add a table view. Let's make it full screen. Tick, all zeros. I don't need any margin. 0, 0, 0, 0. Press add. This is done. And I will drag this event to down and I'll say update constraints. Fine.
Okay.
This is also done. Now I already have a background color set. So for table view again, to make it green, should I change the background color of table view?
No.
Correct. We will make it clear. Okay. So if you make, okay, not this one, this one. So if you just make it clear, then it will take this background color of the background. Okay. So we have this table view and then background is clear color and display limit. Display limit will be default. Okay, fine. And then we have, yeah, and then we have a cell here. So let's drag a cell, table view. Okay, add a prototype cell to one. Add a prototype cell one, and then for the cell also set the background color as clear color. Fine, understood?
Yeah.
We'll go step by step. Now, what is the size? So I think this is a bit more than 40. So I'll just drag this a little bit. Yeah, till here. And then now we will design the cell. So for designing the cell, what are the items we have? We have one image, one label here, right? These two labels, and then one. What is this?
That is also image.
Are you sure? Can we use something else here instead of image? Think.
Button also.
Okay, but this is not clickable, no? We don't have to click.
Yes.
So tell me a solution. Tell me what we should use for this color.
This is image, label, text.
Rahul, what have you used?
Yes, view sir.
View.
Okay.
So
Okay.
we can just use a view.
Okay.
Okay, so this one is a image which is for high. So let's add and let's see whenever we will design this UI, always use the images and all so that it will give you an idea of how this UI is looking like.
Okay.
Okay, and then we can remove this. Okay,
Okay.
and then let's drag a label here. We'll make it high and then let's change the font, custom Helvetica Neue, and then let's say 14 or
Size.
16 I think, or
12 is better sir.
12 is too small, let's say 14, and then the color let's keep it as white. Okay, sorry, color
Right.
will be color high, H for high. Okay, and then this will be bold, not regular but bold. Perfect. Okay, I think Rahul is correct. This is better. 12 is looking better. Yes. Yes, Rahul. 12 is looking better. Okay, and then we let's drag two labels for our priority, these two. First label 1 and then label 2 here down. Label 1 will be a little bit bigger. Label 1 and label 2 both will set the fonts together. Custom, Helvetica Hanoi, regular, and then let's say 16 for now, and this one we can make it 16, and then this one we can make it as 14. This one it will say complete priority app. So see, what we are doing is we are why are we writing all this here only? Because we are, when designing the screen, we want to make sure that this looks proper as per the design.
Okay.
Okay, then we can always change it back. 11, 27, 22. This is italic. I think here we can change it to italic. And then this one, light italic is better. Yes. Okay, so this one part is also done. And then we have a view. Babu, if you want, you can go on mute.
Just
That will be better. So now we have view. Let's take a view here. Let's make it a bit small. Okay, I think this is fine. Let's keep it here. This will, okay, fine. This looks good. And now this one also will have a background color of color H. Okay, nice. So does it look okay? Okay, I think this is fine. Babu, this looks fine.
yes, Abhishek.
Okay, so now let's add auto layouts. Okay, so for the auto layouts, we'll first start with this H. So tell me the auto layouts for H. Okay, let's do one thing. Let's add auto layouts for this one because this is anyway separate, so we can directly add. So can you tell me the auto layouts for this one?
Height.
Okay, height and width. Okay, very good. So let's select height and width from here. Let's make it 14 only. Both. Height and width is done. Then tell me.
Trailing.
Trailing, very good. And
Leading to image view.
Trailing, if we do, then we are telling, right, that it will be from here. So trailing is enough. What about vertical axis? Top, bottom, what we should give?
Yes, top.
Top, right? So top and trailing will be enough. So let's select here. Let's select top and trailing. Press done. Okay, this part is done. Now let's come to this one, H. What we should give? First, let's give height and width. We need to make sure that this is a square. So we will make it both 46, 46. Height and width we have given. What else? What? Tell me the other two.
Top and then leading.
Leading. So we'll give leading. Okay. Now, should we give top?
Top.
Or we should give something else?
Center.
Exactly. We'll give center vertically because see, this one is center. It will look better if it is center.
Yeah.
Okay. So we'll give center based from the content view. So we'll select the content view and we'll say center vertically.
Vertical.
Fine. Done. Very good. And now for this one, let's drag this a bit. For this one, we'll make it center. Yeah. Okay. Tell me what we should select
This
here.
this one based on the H image, we can.
Correct. Based on the
give center.
H image. Correct. So let's give vertical spacing based on this. Again, height
Leading up.
and yeah, correct. And leading also based on this. Or what we can do is we can say that just be in the center of this image.
Okay.
Okay, so that also we can do. So we can say center horizontally. So what the benefit is, whenever you are designing these views, no, see, for example, here, I want this H here and then I want high in the center, correct? So what the benefit, so I can also use leading here. Okay, but the benefit is if let's say I'm moving H, in the real scenario, then this one will also move.
Yes.
Okay, so that is the advantage. So fine. And then this one is done, this one is done, and then this one is done. Now for this one, tell me.
That one, you no need to give just this H image we can give leading.
Okay, very good. So leading horizontal space, you mean?
Yeah,
Okay.
horizontal space.
And then
And then top.
okay, so let's give top. Very good. What else?
Trailing, it's not needed, I guess.
What
But
else?
if it is fixed label size, then we can give this.
Correct.
Uh,
Correct. So now this requirement will come into picture. Okay, so this is a question that you will have to ask. So UI designer will actually tell you that this width should not be constant, because for example, if I am making a width constant till here, okay, tomorrow if someone writes application, it will truncate. So still you have the space till here. So I want you to utilize all the space that you have.
okay.
Okay, so based on the requirement is that the width should be flexible. Okay, so I will make it horizontal spacing to this.
Okay.
Okay, and then I'll give a height. So now what will happen? I am not giving a fixed width.
Okay.
Okay, similar to this. Now this one we have already given. So for this one we will give with respect to this. We will say vertical spacing, we'll say leading, trailing, and that's all. And then we will say height.
Yeah.
Okay, fine. This is done. Now comes the coding part. So I will remove all this and okay. This screen and this screen looks fine.
Yes.
Okay,
Yes.
perfect. Now let's do one thing. Let's go to view controller. Let's go here. Let's create a custom class. So we'll say cocoa-touch class. We'll say priority cell. And then UI table view Swift. Let's press next. Okay, nice. And then what am I going to do here? We'll go back here. This is the UI table view cell. So for this cell, I will select, I need to map this priority cell, correct? How can I map?
Create outlets.
But this cell which I have here, okay, I need to tell, right, that this cell type is this cell.
Yes.
How can I do that?
No, we have to give the name for that cell first.
Identifier.
Identifier is fine. I can give an identifier, but this cell, okay, I'll show you. So let's select this one. Now I think this is not needed. We have already completed the UI design. This one also we'll remove. This one also we'll remove. So we'll have a proper full screen. Now, for example, this one, let's select priority cell and let's say here. Now I will drag drop. Why am I not able to drag drop?
We are not connecting that one, sir. Navigating.
How will I connect?
Copy that class name, custom cell name,
Okay.
and you paste into that in custom name.
Okay. Where exactly?
Sir, you selected first that cell, then you get the options.
Okay. I have selected a cell.
Yeah.
I'm also surprised.
No, sir. Sir, that one view controller, sir. You selected that view controller. On top of that view controller.
Hey, I should get here, no class.
Yes.
Okay, wait. Yeah, I should get here the class. This one is not actually updating. Wait. I'll.
Yeah, sir.
Yeah, there is some issue. Babu, priority app, priority. Babu, take some 1 or 2 hours today.
Okay,
Okay,
okay.
and then I will practice, spend some time in practicing. This is very important.
Okay,
Okay,
okay.
so fine, now it is coming. So there was some issue in the Xcode. So we'll select the cell, we'll select here, and here we will select, we will enter our priority app. Priority cell. So now this is fine. Now, okay, everything is fine. Now we will remove, we will add here, we will select our code here, priority cell, and here we will have this one, and then now we'll create the outlets. So H, control H. This is the priority image. It is very important that we name the outlets properly, not just the outlets but also the variables. Okay,
Oh,
so I want to see proper names. Hi, so this is the priority label. In case if there is a case where you are doing a spelling mistake here, okay, so you should not continue. You should delete this entire thing, remove this connection and add it again. Okay, it is important
okay.
that there is no spelling mistake, because let's say tomorrow someone is reviewing this code, he will search with this spelling only, right, priority, and let's say there is a spelling mistake, he will not get. Okay, so it is very important that you, if there is a mistake, you don't continue, you correct it and then continue. And then here we have priority heading, or let's say title label, and then here we have due priority due date, priority due date label, and then here I have, this is just a view, priority theme view. Fine, easy. Okay, fine, done. Now what I will do, I will use this to display my items. So for that we will create a Swift file. So Babu, we will be using MVVM in this project.
Okay.
Okay, so yours is MVC only in your company project, or it is
I
mix?
see views are there. Model classes are separated, and then controllers are separated.
So that is MVC. Do you have a view model, something like view model?
No.
So I thought. So priority data model, we'll create one class. MVC we have already seen. In this project we'll use MVVM.
Okay.
Okay, so that is important for now. A lot of projects are in MVVM. Priority data manager, and then for now I think, okay, and when we will also need a priority view model. So because we are using a MVVM architecture, we'll have a view model. So Babu, the difference between MVC and MVVM is we have introduced a view model here. Okay. So do you remember your view controller in your project? There is a filters, the class which has these filter methods. That class is some 4,000, 5,000 lines. Remember?
Yes.
So this is the problem. So whenever we are using MVVM architecture, then we are taking the responsibilities out of the view controller. So for example, now in your project, I saw that a lot of this filter logic and all your team is writing in view controller only.
Correct.
Correct. So that is very wrong. You should write all of that in the view model. All the business logic and all should be in the view model. View controller should only do your UI update part.
Okay.
Okay, so now we will learn how to implement that
Yeah.
in this project. So then, okay, so I think this is fine. We'll just create a couple of structures. Priority view model, and then this one is fine. We'll create struct priority data model, and then we have struct priority data manager. Fine. So now first model. Again, whenever we are doing this model, no, we need to again check our UI. So what are the things that our model should have? Tell me.
Image, label, and sub.
Okay, so we'll go one by one. Image. So we'll say where or let. Babu, what we should use?
Let.
Perfect. Very good. So let priority image view. Priority image. Sorry. What data type should be?
A string.
Very good. String.
Yeah.
Then we'll have, okay, we'll delete this. Okay. Then we have this one, no? So we'll have priority. So let priority, again string. Then what else we have? We have title and we have due date. Right? So let's say priority title. Priority title string, and then let priority due date. Data type should be Babu?
Date.
Date. Perfect.
Yes.
Very good. And then we have this one, theme. So I think for theme, I think if it is high, you can do. So I think for theme we don't need to have another property. Okay, we can manage it with this only priority. Yes. So we priority. Okay, fine. Let's have let theme equal to string. Fine. All, so whatever we have here, 5 items here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All the 5 items we have created a properties. Okay. Now so this part is done. Now we'll go back to our data manager. We'll say static func, and then I'll say my get priorities. What will be the return type of this, Babu? Array of
String.
array of
Strings.
no array of
Priority data model.
data model, no?
Okay.
Correct. So see,
Yeah.
our model has all of these things. So I will have priority data model. Very
Priority
good.
data.
Correct. Good, Rahul. So now we will create. So let's create. Let's priority equal to priority data model, and then let's keep a couple of items here. We will. Okay, where is our UI? Do we have this UI somewhere? Wait, let me check. Priority. Okay. So image. We already have image in assets. Image is letter H. Image is letter H. Priority is high. Priority title is complete. Priority app. Due date will be today. Theme will be I think we can use priority only because here we already have high, so we will okay, we'll have the color also here. So there are multiple other ways also to handle this. For now, let's keep it here only. Color high. This is our theme. Data manager theme. Okay, fine. So now, well, let's go back. We'll create 3. Let's create 3. Priority 1, priority 2, priority 3. Okay, and then so now this will be M and this will be L, and then high, medium, low. And then for this one we will have practice weather app, and then this one will be M, and then this one will be L, low, and let's change this one to buy groceries. Okay, and then it will be L. Understood, Rahul? Babu?
Yeah, sir.
Okay, Babu, getting no?
Yes, yes.
Okay, now we will just create an array and we will return all this. Priority 1, comma, priority 2, comma, priority 3. Fine, so because this was an array of priority models, we are returning this. Fine, we created an array and we are returning this. Let's build. So whenever you are writing these codes, make sure that whenever you are writing some big chunk of code, just build and check that everything is fine. Okay.
Okay.
Oh, so now we have this. Now we'll go back to our view view model. Yes. Now we'll say func get. So see, now we are writing this in the view model. Okay, now this our MVVM will take place here. Ideally earlier we will be writing the view controller, but now we'll be writing in our view model. So we'll say func get priorities. Again, what will be the return type? Same, array of priority data model. And then here I will say, oh, what is my data manager? Priority data manager dot get priorities. And then this will basically return this. Okay, so now this will return this. Now I will go back to my view controller, and here at the top I will create a let view model is equals to priority view model, and then inside our view did load I will say view model dot get priorities, and then yes. So Babu, what is different here is we are not doing anything here. We are get priority and everything we will do here. This one you will understand more when we will add complexities. So when we will add core data and all, you will see that all of that data handling we'll put it here. All of that business logic we'll put it here. Okay.
View model. Okay.
So this will make sure more sense later, because you might ask that Abhishek, we are creating this get properties here and then we are putting it here. Why can't we directly call get properties of the data manager from the view controller, right? What is the use of this view model? So now it is okay. It is just one small thing. But as soon as this application will grow, then we will understand the real benefit of having a view model. Okay, so now we have this. Now let's go back to our view controller and let's return. This returns a cell. So for 1 second. Okay, we'll say let our priorities equal to priority data model empty bracket, creating an empty priority equal to. So now I created a array and I'm storing everything inside this. Cannot assign priorities let constant. Sorry, this will be var. Done. So now this is fine. Now we will implement a table view. So extension view controller, then UI table view delegate, UI table view data source, and then here we will implement. So here we have sections. Okay, but whenever you will sorry, whenever we will start, we will not take all of that complexity in our mind. We will go step by step. So first we will implement a basic table view, then we will change it to a multi-section table view. Okay, so step by step. So table view, let's add the stubs. Before that, did we We'll select a table view. We will select a delegate and data source. Delegate data source. And now we'll go back here to our view controller, and then here we will say return priorities dot count, and then here we'll say let cell equal to table view dot dequeue reusable cell with identifier is cell, index path is index path, as priority cell dot priority image view. Okay, before this we will say let priority equal to priority is index path dot row. Let, and then we have cell dot priority image view dot image equal to priority dot image. Getting, Babu?
Yes, Abhishek.
Okay, cool. Priority label equal to priority dot title. All of this one by one we will select. Due date dot text equal to completed by priority dot due date, okay, and then cell dot priority theme view dot text, okay, sorry, dot background color, okay, is equals to priority dot theme background. So this is color, this is theme, so we will change this one to UI color with named, or dot, do we have this? String does not have. Okay, so priority, we will go back here and we'll change this to UI color. Where is my priority? View model, view controller. Okay, here also UI. Okay, sorry. So we will have UI image named, and then here also UI color named priority dot theme. Let's build and check. Okay, missing return cell. Optional type must be wrapped. So what we should, okay, Babu, can you resolve this issue?
Value of optional type priority cell must have priority cell.
Tell me a solution of this problem.
Yeah.
Okay, what, so solution leave, what is the issue?
Priority cell, it contains one cell, it contains different priorities, no?
Yes, but
Hence,
why are we getting this red? Because priority is an optional.
yeah.
This cell is an optional.
Yeah.
Right, but we need to return non-optional value. Correct? So it is asking you to unwrap.
Yeah.
How will we unwrap?
Optional.
Exclamation marks.
So what are the different ways of unwrapping optional value?
Cell.
So forget about cell. Okay, there are three ways of unwrapping an optional value. What are the three ways?
One is Poland. Poland.
This one exclamation mark. Okay, so this is force unwrapping,
Phone. Yeah.
and this will work. Okay, so this our red mark is gone. Okay, but there is a possibility that it might result in a crash because this is a force unwrapping. Okay,
Okay.
so we will not do this. So this is first way. The other two ways, Rahul, you want to tell?
Sir, and double quotation, double question mark, and you give it as a
If
empty
Okay, double question mark, and then I should give.
UI table view cell.
Okay, UI table view cell. This.
Yeah, no, sir, that one exclamation mark actually.
No, this one will work because what I am saying is either you return cell. If it is nil, then you return an empty cell.
Yeah.
Okay, so this one will work.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'll tell you. There are three ways of unwrapping an optional. This is a very important interview question also. There are three ways of unwrapping an optional. This is not called unwrapping actually. So this is called setting a default value. There are only three ways of unwrapping variable. First is force unwrapping using exclamation mark. Second one is if let. Third one is guard let. So we will use guard let here. So this one will also work. The first one will also work, but we will understand what is the best way of doing it. We will say here, we will say guard let, and then here we will say else return UI table view cell empty. So now what we are doing is we are using guard let here, so we do not need to use these question marks here. So now this is we have unwrapped. So what we are doing here is we are saying we are using guard let here, and we are saying that if cell is nil, return me an empty table view cell. Okay, and if it is not nil, then you return me a cell. Understood? Babu, understood?
Okay. Can you explain it again?
Yeah. So we have guard let here. Okay. So what guard let will do is it will check whether my cell is nil or not. And if it is nil, then it will return me empty. So what I'm saying is guard let all of this. Okay. Else return. So if it is nil,
Return UI table use cell.
correct.
Empty
Return
cell.
empty cell. Correct. Return empty cell. Otherwise, if it is not nil, then you do all this.
Okay.
Okay, so this one is fine. Now okay, one more thing is hide for row. So hide for row at index path, return, and then let's check our height. What height we have given here? We have 104. So let's give it 104. View controller 104. Okay, let's run and check. I'll use iPhone 13. Run.
Based on how you are giving that return 104.
Yeah, I'll tell you. Just 1 second. Where is our
Design based on the design.
correct
no?
based on the design? Okay, so
Okay.
this is coming fine. We will now fix these issues, whatever issue we are having here. Remove this priority app. Let's keep it here. Okay, very good question, Babu. So what we'll do first in here, so this we will get to know from the UX designer. Okay, UX designer will tell that what will be the size of each cell. Okay, based on that, in our storyboard we will set row height. Okay, and this one will not be enough. So we will go back to our view controller and we have to implement height for row at index path.
Okay.
Okay, and we'll return. Okay, so now what are the issues? So this one is fine, this one is fine. High, medium, low. Images are coming fine. Theme is coming fine. This one date is not proper, and why this is coming here? So priority label is priority title. I have used priority title 2 times. What is this one? This one is priority, and this one is priority complete priority app. So why it is taking 2 times? Let's see. Okay, let's see here. What is this one? This one is priority label, okay, and this one is priority title label. So we'll go here. Priority label we have set, okay.
The
Set
title
dot
label.
priority title label dot text equal to priority dot priority title, and priority label should be what are the things that we have here? Priority. Fine.
Priority.
Yes. Let's build. It is building. Okay, build succeeded. Let's run. Fine. This is working fine. Now one question I have. For example, oh yeah, Babu, tell me. You're saying something?
They're completed by 2022. Next it is coming. That's true.
Okay, correct. Very good.
You haven't seen.
Very good point. So this one is not coming properly as per the design. This one is the date, but I'm getting full date stamp. But I don't want full date stamp. I want only my just 1 second. Yeah, I want this theme. I want, for example, your UI design will tell you that what format of date you should use. Okay, so instead of this format, you should use the format which your UX designer is telling. So for example, he will tell that just say 10 December 2022. So then you will say 10 December 2022. So this date you will change it to custom format. Okay. And then the issue is I don't want this to select here. So I'll just go there and I think I'll select the cell. I'll have accessory selection. I'll say none, and I think this should work. Play. Fine, this is working fine. So now I don't want to see that white when I'm selecting. So this is fine. This is looking fine. There is only one thing which is pending, which is date. Date formatting. Okay, apart from date formatting, everything is working fine.
Yes.
Okay, nice. So then we will go, and date formatting why we are not doing here is because that is the functionality. So functionality we will do it later. Functionality we will not do when doing UI design.
Yeah.
Okay, so now this part is done. Now we have what happens when we have plus button or what happens when we have this button. So I'll go to I'll go back here. I'll go back to and whenever we are done with UI design, we should ideally delete all this. Okay, I'll keep it for now, but ideally we should not have anything here. This I only did for my UI design. Next, I will again drag my another view controller here, and now I have a question. So, okay, let's first set the background color. And okay, now tell me one thing. This for after when clicking plus button also I should come here. So if I ask you that while clicking plus button I should come here, what will you do? You will just do a control click here, correct?
Segue also we can use.
Correct, but we will use segue, but how we'll use, because for from plus button if I do, if for clicking on plus button it will come here, but I want that on from cell also it should come here, correct? So what can I do here? Rahul, can you go on mute? Yeah, Babu.
Did select product index.
Okay, so clarity. I'll use present modally. I will use directly from here. Okay, so from here I'll go here, present modally, and here I will use. So now if you will see, it is coming like this. Okay, half. So what I can do, I can select here and I can say present modally, and then I can use full screen, and then transition same as destination. So now I can automatic if I will do this will come up only till here. Okay, I will, let me show you, so that will be better. But I will use full screen, so it will take the full screen here, just like our UI design. Fine.
Yeah, okay.
Okay, so now this one is done, this one is done. For this one, let's see our UI design. Okay. Okay, this one is here. Again, go back here. Based on this, we will design this screen. So, okay, first one, let's move this also. First, we have image view. We'll go here. We'll change the size. Let's say 200 by 200. Again, all of this you will get from your UI designer. Okay, I'll better it is 150 by 150. Okay, and then set the image. My image is right image, done. And then I have two text fields, so I'll drag two text fields here. What do you want to accomplish? So this will be a text field. I'll use this one, and okay, and then I will use one label.
Sir, that one also text field, sir, right?
No, that we will use a label here, because you are not typing here. You will use a date picker to select it. Okay, so in the UI design it is the text field. Okay, so you are right, but we'll change it, we'll use a label here, and
Okay.
then we'll have a button. We will change button title. Let's keep it something like December 10, 2022. Okay, so this one we will use as our fine. So we have these two, and then we have segmented control. We have two segmented control. Let's drag segmented controls, one for the priority and one for the status. And then we have finally a button. I'll say submit. Okay, now I will let's add auto layouts, and let's just complete this height width, center horizontally, top space, and then this one, let's create a placeholder text. What do you want to, can you go on mute? And then we have accomplished by, and then here we have date, so this is fine. Let's change the font, custom language 14, and then this one also custom Helvetica Neue regular 14. Okay, and then this one. Okay, fine. Okay, button, instead of this there is one field button, so we can utilize this one. Here we will say submit. Okay, fine. And then here we have how many segments? We have 3 segments for this one. We have 3 segments for this one. What are the segments called? First segment is called high. Segment second is called medium, and segment third is called low. high, medium, low. And for this one, Babu, understanding?
Yes, Abhishek, yes.
Rahul, understanding?
Yes, sir.
Cool. Second, segmented control is in progress. And then third one is our complete. Perfect. Now we have, this one auto layouts we have already given. We'll give auto layouts for this. So, sorry, horizontal, vertical spacing with this, leading, trailing, height. Similarly, this one, vertical spacing with this only, I'll give leading, I'll give height and width. For this one, I'll give vertical spacing and trailing, and then again I'll give height and width. Width I will increase, maybe 120, or let's say 140. Okay, and then we have priority and these two labels also. So let's add these two labels. Let's copy this. Okay, height and width is fine. I will give vertical spacing and then leading. Okay, let's see the outer layouts. Height, width, leading, trailing. Okay, for this one we have not yet given, so this one will be vertical spacing. Okay. Okay, this one is called priority, and then this is fine, and then I have one more label. Okay, for this one again, control side, leading, trailing, and then vertical spacing, then again vertical spacing, leading, and then again vertical spacing, leading, trailing. This is also done, and then here we say height and width, center horizontally, and then vertical space. Done. Our UI layouts is complete. We don't have anything here. Now priority, this is done. Let's run and check. Okay, we need to add a launch image. Okay, now what happens is, let's say I click plus, or let's say I click on cell, it is not going. Why? Because this one I have selected from a view controller. Okay, so we'll give a segue and identifier. We'll give a segue identifier. I'll say detail segue. Now this part might be new. Okay, so just see this carefully. I have created a segue. I have kept it details segue. Now I'll go back to my view controller, and here I will implement a function called prepare for segue, and here I have my code. So let's say okay, we have not created a view controller also till now. Okay, wait. So first we need to create a view controller, but for that we need to test. So for testing, at least we can just use this part. Control, present modally, and then this one will be automatic, no, full screen. Okay, for testing, let's see if I'm able to, if my screen is coming properly. Okay, click on plus. Now this is coming. Okay, and this is coming fine. Now there is one difference. Okay, so here, if I select my segue, I have here full screen. Okay, I also have something called automatic. So let me show you this automatic, which we are using now in our company apps. So if you will use plus, see, it will come only till here. Okay, and then if you want to dismiss, just drag and it will be dismissed. So this one is a new introduction. Babu, are you using this in your project? I don't think you will have in your project.
I'm not sure.
Because this is a bit new. Okay, and if the project is like written a bit earlier, then you will not have this one. Okay, so this one is
Okay.
new. So click on plus, this will come, and just scroll down, that will go. Okay, so this one is really cool. So let's use that, and then we already have this screen created, accomplished by priority, this. Okay, we'll just create some outlets. So okay, so
Sir, in second view controller, we didn't give a close option.
not required. Why not required? I'll run again and I'll show you. What is the use of the close option?
To close the controller
Current.
Correct.
screen.
Babu, why we did not give?
Because now only you have shared no that new
Correct. So now
that
we correct, Babu. So now we don't need this cross button, because we can just scroll down and this will be dismissed. Okay, so this is a new design. So I don't need a plus a cross button to click on that and then this will go. Just user can just scroll down and this will dismiss. Okay, so then this is not required. Got it, Rahul?
Yes,
yes,
sir.
Okay, cool. So now let's close this simulator and then view controller. So I will rename this. Refactor, rename. Okay, I will rename it to priority list view controller. Rename. I hope that this was successful. Okay, I'll just run and I'll check. Okay, fine, perfect. And then what I will do is I will create my another second view controller. So my second view controller, so this view controller, this view model is one, data manager and all will continue. So all of these three are part of my first screen. So I'll say new group from selection, priority list. So as your application will grow, you will have multiple screens. So all the screens you can keep in one folder. Okay, so now let's create another view controller for our detail screen. So we'll say edit, the type is UI view controller, and we'll say edit priority view controller. Next, done. And then here we don't need a cell, and then everything is done. I'll go back here. I'll select my this view controller, and the class I'll say edit view controller. Edit priority view controller. This is also done. Now I will create some outlets. So here main edit view controller, we'll keep it here, we'll keep this here, and then for this one we don't need an outlet because there's just a static image. For these, let's add. So here we have, what do you want to accomplish? So it is priority text field. Very good. And then this is again a label. I don't need anything. This is a button. So here I need
date button.
we'll say due date button. Okay, date button is also fine. And then we need an IB action here. So we'll create an IB action for this. Due date clicked or tapped, something like this we should always give. Okay, due date. So we have IB action here created. Then let's delete all this.
It will give the calendar or what?
Yeah, we have to implement a calendar. Fine. When you click on this, a calendar should display.
Okay.
Fine. Now we have this segmented control. So for this segmented control, let's create an outlet. Priority segment control, and then this is status. So this is another, again one more, this is my status segmented control, and then I need the actions also. So this one will be an action for priority segment changed, and I will have status changed, priority or just status changed. Okay, so what have we done? We have created these outlets and actions for all the, okay, button is pending, so we'll say let's create a button, submit button, and then IB action, submit button tapped. Fine, all fine, nothing new here, everything understood here.
Yes.
Perfect. Now submit. Okay, now let's create one priority. Okay, so for example, whatever user is entering and selecting, let's capture that, and then let's save one priority. So I will create one where priority equal to priority data model. We'll create this as optional. Okay, and now inside my okay, fine. So inside, so now what I want is, let's keep this inside. So now what I want is, whenever now I will run this code, and user will enter these values, and I should be able to store all these values in my object. Okay, so I will say submit button tabbed. This one I will say to do implement date picker, and then I will write one more to do in my view controller. Okay, I changed the name. Priority list view controller. Here in my due date, I'll say implement date formatting. Okay, now I will go back to my date priority. Okay, fine. So now status changed. So now from here you will come to know that which index was selected, and based on that index you can find out which priority was selected, whether it was high, medium and low. Okay, and then we have segment, and then we have submit. So here we will create one priority we have already created. So on tapping submit button, okay, and then we need a text field. So let's create that also. For text field, Babu, what should we do? Should we create here, or should we create a delegate function?
For text field.
Yeah, for text field, should we create an IB action or a delegate function?
I think IV action it's not needed.
Correct. You will use delegates here. Okay, so we will use extension edit priority view controller UI text field delegate. Okay, and then here we will say edit priority view controller, and then we'll say text field date change. Text field, okay, should return. And then here I will say print my text field. What is the name of the text field? Priority text field dot text. We will test this whether it is working fine or not. We will also delegate. Okay, let's see if this working. Print cannot access. Yeah, and then we can give return true. Okay, now we have this priority. Okay. Okay, let's run.
And that is default empty text field.
Absolutely. So this is the default value. So for example, what if a user does not enter anything and presses submit? In that case, I want default as empty. Very good. Okay, so now I will say, let's bring the keyboard up and I will say Rahul and Babu. And I'll press return. See, I got here Rahul and Babu. So on press of return button, I am able to fetch this value here. Understood? Makes sense?
Yes.
Okay, fine. Rahul, makes sense?
Yes, sir.
Okay, easy, no?
Yes, sir. But we are printing, but we are not storing this one, right, sir?
Correct. So that we will do now.
Okay.
Okay. So what we will do is we'll create a button. We'll create a object where, okay, we already have an object, no? We have created priority. So we'll say priority dot priority title equal to, and then we will say this. Okay, but for that, first what we have to do is we have to check if this dot is empty. Okay, and then if it is not empty, only then we should do this. What happened? It will say, okay, it will ask you to unwrap this. So I will unwrap this. If let text equal to priority text field dot text, and then we'll say if, okay, and then here itself I can say text dot is empty, not, and then I can say this. Let's delete this, and I can say text build. What happened? Cannot assign priority title.
We give priority optional.
Okay, let's see. Okay, so now we are changing all of these elements one by one. So now we can move these to where. So now, because now we will keep updating it. So because user will be able to edit, add and edit. So let's say I have created a priority. We have given as medium, and tomorrow I want to change it to low. In that case, I should be able to change it. So we'll move it back to variable. Okay, we will always start with a constant, and whenever the need comes, we will change it to a variable. Okay, and then this part is done, and then in submit button, let's print the priority. Let's print our priority. Cannot assign. Let's build. Okay, here default is, and okay, because this is anyway, we'll remove this. This is only for debugging, so here I'm just using a force unwrap. Now let's check whether we are able to store this in the object or not. t return. Okay, my submit button is not coming because I will have to handle that. But okay, for now, I think I should be able to use the hardware keyboard. T submit button. Okay, got an issue. Okay, can you tell me? Can someone tell what is the issue? This is the debugging.
It is saying that priority is nil.
Okay, why priority is nil? We are storing it here, no?
Yeah, we are storing only the input value, what are the text we are giving,
Huh.
but we are not assigning to the priority, no?
We are using this, no? Priority, no?
Okay. Priority. Hmm.
So when are we doing this? In the should return.
Uh, yes, should return.
Let's run this again. Plus, here I'll say Rahul. This one will only be called when I'll press return button. Okay, so toggle and I'll press return. Now I'm hoping that this one is called. Now I'll remove this and I'll press submit. Okay. Okay, let's keep it here. Text is empty, text is text field dot. Okay, let's see. Plus here input toggle press return. So I'm putting a breakpoint and here I'm checking whether my object is there or not. Okay. Priority is nil here. I'll go here. See, priority is nil. So even after this line of code, priority is still nil. Correct?
Okay.
So now this is why it is very important that you understand the debugging. Okay. So Babu, you said the right thing initially that we are not setting the priority this object. Correct? So you are right. So we will go here and we will say priority equal to, we will create an object, priority data model. We will do like this. So let's close this and image, for example, for image we'll just use some priority title will be our text, date will be today's date. Okay, now let's check whether it is working fine. Okay, press return. Okay, now let's see if my priority is nil or not. Priority is not nil, it is some.
Yeah, some
So,
it's come.
yeah, so it is not nil now. So this is correct. Now we'll put a breakpoint here. We'll go here. We'll play. Okay. Now we'll remove this keyboard. We'll press submit. It came here. Okay, very good. Now let's see what it prints. See, it prints. So we have got our priority model.
Okay.
Fine. So now we have got our, so now we are able to create a property object, priority object, and we are able to store. Now couple of things are missing. We are missing the image, we are missing whether it is high, low or medium, we are missing date, and we are missing the theme. Okay, but this is okay. Now what we have to do is this thing, one second. So this thing ideally, if text is empty somewhere here, ideally we will keep this priority title equal to string. And then here we will store property title here, property title equal to text, and then all of this will actually happen in my submit button, and then I can do this. So instead of text I will say priority title. Okay, so in my should return, what I am doing is I am storing whatever user is entering, I am storing it in a priority title, and then here I am using this priority title. Do we have to priority title? What is the issue? Optional. So it's just an optional issue. So I can just say empty for a default value. Okay, so here, so what happens is in the actual scenario, user will enter the return button after click submit button after submitting all of these values. Let's run again and let's check. Okay, so when at what time user will press the submit button? After entering all these values. So where we should create this priority object? In the submit button, and here we should take all the values whatever user is selecting, and then we have to do this. Okay,
Yeah. Okay.
just a couple of things are missing here. These items are missing. Implement status picker and implement priority. Okay, fine. Do you want to try this from yourself, from your side once?
Which one?
So what we will do is priority list screen we have done. Now detail screen we are doing. Couple of things are pending. Okay, so let's run this. Okay, so in this part is pending. My formatting.
Yes.
Correct. This part is pending. If you click on plus, now we are able to get the text.
Yes.
But date picker we have not implemented. Clicking on this should display a date picker.
Okay.
Okay, that we have not implemented. That is in that we need to do. Second, we are not able to identify whether we are what we have selected. We have a function for our segmented control, so we can just keep a switch our segmented control dot cell index, and then based on the index whether it is 0, 1, 2, we can know whether it is high, medium, low. Okay, this one is pending, and then once we have these information in the submit button, we will use these. We'll put these here and we will print. That's all.
Okay. Status, it's not needed.
Status, yeah, status is needed, no? So for status, we don't have here a priority title, due date, and theme. This one is status only, priority. Okay, it
Okay.
is high, medium. No, priority.
Not priority
Hey, where is
status.
status, man? We have not done status.
Status changed above, it's there no function.
Yeah, but here we don't have status. We don't have status. Very good, man. We missed status. Priority status. Okay. Theme, let's delete the theme. this should give error here. Yeah. Status. Okay, good, Babu. So we missed the status. So whatever user is selecting the status, we need to have here. Do you want to give this a try?
Hello, which one?
This one only.
Okay.
Okay, this segmented control and date picker. And one thing is here, our list view controller. Here we have one to do here, implement date formatting.
Okay.
Okay, you want to give it a try?
Yes.
Okay, so I'll do one thing. I'll stop here. I will send this project to you, and then you give it a try. You practice whatever we have done till now. You practice it all, and then
Okay.
implement these things. Okay, and then have your implemented date formatting here. So you have to implement date formatting here. I've already mentioned as to do. Okay, and you have to implement these functions, and then you have to print whatever user has selected. Okay.
And also that status change also we have to declare one object and then
Yes, correct. So you
see
need
whenever
to.
we tap on the to do,
Huh.
the data will store and reflect status change.
Correct. So
To
that is my
do.
edit screen, no?
Uh,
So you are saying that whenever I'll click on this, I should come to this screen, or are you saying about this status thing?
Status to do progress completed. How we can know that if the status is to do, if that is in progress, if the status is completed.
Yeah. So what we'll do, we'll create some variable here for status firstly. Okay. Just
Okay.
like our title, we'll create a variable here. Then in the status changed, we will use, this is what? This is our segmented control. Okay. This is our
Yeah, that's
status segmented control, right? So where is my status segmented control? Segmented dot, yeah, we have, see, selected segmented index. So we will get this one here. Okay, so let index equal to this. So now if I is 0, it is to do. Okay, if I is 1, it is in progress. If I is 2, it is completed. Like this we can check.
okay.
Okay, so this one you can try. And same thing we'll do for priority also, same thing we'll do for date also. Okay, whenever user is selecting, we will store it in a variable, and then here when we are creating this object, we will set it, and then we'll print it. Okay, once we are able to do this part, then what we can do is tomorrow we will store this priority details in a code data. That's all.
Okay.
Okay, so let me send this code. Okay, stop. Okay, I will send this code, Babu. Spend some 1 hour, 1.5 hour on this today. Complete this item, and tomorrow we will complete our priority app along with code data.
Okay.
Okay.
So
Okay. Huh.
what you want me to do? Can you explain it?
Yeah, sure. So I'll just open. So you can either you can use the same project, or you can create your own project, your wish. But
Okay.
let's run this. Yeah, we'll just add. We'll say completed. We'll say to do, and we'll say in progress. Let's build. Fine. So what you will do is, I will show you. You will fix this one, date format.
Okay.
Okay, will you able to do?
Yeah, I'll try.
Okay, cool. Tap on plus.
Okay.
Whenever I am tapping on submit button,
Okay.
I am telling you one functionality that you have to do. Okay, how you will do that, you can analyze and you can do.
Okay.
What I want end result is when I tap on submit, let's say
Okay.
tomorrow when you run this application, I should be able to enter any value here, select whether it is high, medium, low, select a date, let's say tomorrow's date I should be able to select, and then when I
Okay.
press on submit, here all the details should be printed. That's all.
Okay.
Just a print.
Okay. Okay.
Once we are able to print, then we can easily store it in a code data.
Okay. Okay.
Is it?
Yeah. Okay.
Fine. So I'll send you this project, Babu. You can give it a try. Rahul, I'll send this to you also. If you so that you are also on the same page.
Okay, sir.
Okay. Okay. Then see you then tomorrow early morning, 7:30
Yeah.
am.
Yeah. Thanks. Yeah.
Okay. Okay, man. Yeah. Thank you.
Okay.
Bye. Bye,
Thank you.
Rahul. Bye, Babu.
Yeah, and also you just forward this.
Recording.
Recorded. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. I'll send you this recording
Okay.
also. Sure. Sure.
Okay.
Okay, man. Yeah. Bye. Bye.
Hello, sir.
Yeah. Yeah, Rahul.
Now we are class, right?
I'll give you a call on phone.
Okay, sir.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Bye. Bye.
Okay.
प्रीति चाय बनाऊंगी क्या?
हेलो सर, किया था कॉल?
10 बजे उसका कॉल रखे थे।
मैं दिख रहा है ना वो कि चाय और अभी जस्ट उठी है। 8 बजे का रेडी बैठे। चाय रेडी है, बस गरम करके देना, मैंने नहीं दिया।
Hello buddy, we'll connect here only in Google Meet. Now only in 10 o'clock, at 10 o'clock. Right? Your wish. If you are okay, I am fine at 10. You want to go out have breakfast and all? Okay, okay. So let's connect at 10:30. You got a chance to check those interview questions. Interview questions you. Okay, let's check that today. Okay, 10:30. Let's check. Okay, bye bye.
घर से गुड। मेहनत है। ये सोच रही थी कि कभी कभी बोलती हूँ कि हम फुल टाइम पढ़ाएंगे, शुरू ज़्यादा मेहनत है पढ़ाने में। मतलब दिन भर में चलो 5 घंटा तो क्लास लोगे ही, तो कितना देर से पढ़ा रहे हो? 7:30 बजे, 7:30 से थोड़ा देर बाद 7:40, 2 घंटा। अच्छा हाथ धोए थे? चाय रेडी है, दूँ क्या? गरम इडली दूँ?
No, no.
हो गया। अच्छा भाई, राहुल को बोले, बाबू को पहले बोले कि हम प्रोजेक्ट को भेज रहे हैं, और बाबू थोड़ा सा इंटरेस्ट दिखा रहा है, जबकि राहुल सारा हमेशा होता है ये चीज़ कि एक स्टूडेंट अगर रहे ना तो आदमी अपने आप को थोड़ा सा मतलब ये करता है कि प्रूव करें कि हम बेटर हैं, है ना? तो हमेशा 2 या 3 पढ़ानी चाहिए। एक अकेला तो एकदम मोनोटोनस हो जाता है, बस टीचर बोल रहा है हम सुन रहे हैं, हाँ हाँ कभी इंटरेस्ट है। दूसरा स्टूडेंट है तो थोड़ा सा लगेगा कि अरे वो मेरे बारे में क्या सोचेगा कि मुझे कुछ नहीं आता है। आज तो नहीं, बाबू इंटरेस्ट ले रहा था, स्टेटस वाला जो चीज़ बताया। चलो बढ़िया है। चलो घर से जाओ तो कोई बात नहीं, मैं खाना बना रही हूँ। क्या मस्त वेदर है, उसके बाद देखेंगे हम लोग सारा सीरीज कंप्लीट कर लेंगे। और बाबू बहुत मेहनत है बाबू। I'm learning also a lot. Communication is getting improved. Many things happening.
Oh shit. Recording को बंद ही नहीं किया.